So I just thought I would just dive right in, like I did with the last one. Although I did watch that back and it seemed a bit rambly and a little bit. I found it a little bit hard to watch just because I was just critiquing it the whole way through, going, "Oh, I should have said that different. I shouldn't have sworn." Just lots of little things. So I'm going to try not to do that too much with this one, because it's a learning curve. I covered all of it in the last video of why I was doing this and what I want to get from it and things like that. So it's not going to be perfect right away, and I think you guys get that. Right, so moving to a different room because my laptop's decided it doesn't want to work in my dining room, with the power cable, but it actually looks way better with the sun going through my window. So where should I put you? I might put you here. Okay, I'm gonna set up and then I'll see you in a minute. Right, sorry about that. It was just not gonna work in the dining room. My battery decided to go to 12%. I stupidly hadn't charged my computer, and the plug didn't fit to where the socket was in the dining room. So that was well planned on my part, so I'm sorry about that. But hey, we're in the comfy chair now in my living room. We'll start from the beginning. So yeah, hi. This is like my second video of talking to you through the old camera. So hola. Yeah, I'm trying my hardest not to like mess up when I'm saying things or laugh, but hey, that's what video editing software is for, and I've got some now, so thank goodness, because that would have been a little bit awkward trying to get it perfect every single time. So today's video, I've had a little bit of a talk with myself, and I don't want to just kind of guess what I'm doing. I want to try and plan it a little bit. I want to have a little bit of structure, because otherwise you will just have like an hour-long video of me just chatting on and on. And don't get me wrong, that's the whole idea of me being on here, is to have a little talk and make a video, but I don't think you want to see me chatting on for like an hour about absolutely nothing. So structure it is. So this is not going to be a massively long video. They're not going to be majorly long right away until I've kind of planned the content better, but I'm aiming for like a 5-minute mark at the moment, so you've got a nice little video and something useful from the video as well. So this one, we're going to cover a couple of things. So the first thing I wanted to do is basically I wanted to cover a couple of I wanted to cover some YouTubers that I actually enjoy watching myself. One of the YouTubers that I'm going to mention actually started this idea, which I think is really, really sweet, and it's really nice because they don't have to do it, where they give like a shout out to 3 YouTubers that might have just started watching, or ones that they've been watching for a while, and they just want to give them a shout out and say, look, there's similar stuff, I enjoy it, you might enjoy it too. So really cute idea, and I thought, seeing as we're starting off and we're new, I'm going to do the same, so you can maybe see where I'm coming from, not only as a YouTuber but as a viewer. This is where it's really got me into wanting to do it, and what kind of style of videos I like and things like that. So it might give you a little bit more of a glimpse into my headspace as to what I'm trying to aim for, what I enjoy as a viewer, and what I'm aiming for as a YouTuber. So numero uno, is the Mr. Alfie Days Pointless blog. He is probably the first YouTuber that I actually really started watching and continued watching, if that makes sense. So I didn't just kind of watch a few videos and then like, oh, I can't bother now. I've consistently watched his videos for a while now, probably for the best part of a year. and he's probably one of the more recent YouTubers as well, because you go through phases. I think with YouTube, you pick it up and you go away, and you pick it up and go. So he's probably one of the first YouTubers that I really enjoyed watching. And do you know what? He probably could just talk about his day. It wouldn't have to necessarily be that interesting, and it's just nice because you feel like you're connecting with somebody. Hasn't got a clue who I am, but I feel like I've now got a friend, so to speak. It's kind of like having a pen pal, I think, with YouTube. So Mr. Alfie Days is definitely one to check out. Not that he needs the subscribers at all, and not that he will probably even see this, but if he does, I liked the idea. Thank you very much, and bit of love back out to you. So check him out. I enjoy watching him. He does have a gaming channel if you're into that kind of thing. I think he does like Sims and stuff like that. So I know he's mentioned he's going to try and start that back up again. So if you're into that kind of thing, it shouldn't be too hard to find through his other channels. And he does do that, I think, like a weekly video when he was doing it. So I know he's starting that back up again. He does a main channel, like I think once a week, where he does like really fun, crazy videos like challenges, or I think one where he stayed overnight in bouncy castle ball. It was crazy. Him and a couple of others stayed overnight, and it was just a mental video. And then he does have a daily vlog channel as well, which is the one I watch, which is Pointless Blog Vlogs. So I'll link everything below. I'm sure I'll be able to figure it out. And they're on my subscription list, so you can see who I follow, and you'll be able to see him on there as well. So Mr. Alfie Days, definitely go and check him out. Number 2 is stemming from, actually, Pointless Blog. It's his girlfriend Zoella. Very kind of different feel to her videos, but still quite a similar vibe and style, if that makes sense. So she kind of does the I think it's kind of like a daily vlog, maybe weekly vlog thing that she does, and she condenses it all into one. But either way, it's very enjoyable to watch. Very similar kind of one-on-one feel, like, she's talking to you as a friend. It's really nice. But she also covers a lot more girly things that Alfie probably wouldn't cover, like makeup tutorials, shopping and beauty hauls, that kind of thing. So it speaks to the girly side of me, which I really like. And I am probably one of the most useless girls I know, so I just kind of blag it and hope for the best, whack a bit of makeup on, put myself together as best as I can, and hope I don't look too bad when I leave the house. So it's really nice to see some tips from her, because she always looks great, she always looks amazing, and kind of getting a little bit of a fly on the wall experience as to, where did you get that from? Every girl wants to know where those shoes are from, where that jacket's from, and it's nice to kind of have that shared. So girls, guys, whoever will enjoy that. Zoella is definitely one to check out. So number 3 would be, these are in no order, by the way. I'm not rating them between like top, middle, and no, they're all equally as good. But number 3 is Louise Pentland, Sprinkle of Glitter. Really enjoy her YouTube. In fact, I find I've been watching her more recently since I went to go and see Louise live at the beginning of September. She does some really funny videos. She's actually quite just a funny person in general, and I don't think she even means to be, which makes it even better. And yeah, so I definitely enjoy her more now I've seen her live. And I think with that is I didn't really know what to expect when I went to go and see her live. I took my best friend for her birthday, because we couldn't get tickets to the Birmingham show, so we went to Shepherd's Bush, and I don't think I had any expectations, but in the back of my mind I was thinking, it's probably just going to be like Q&A, and it's just going to be her talking like she does on the videos, but in a live environment, no, it wasn't that at all. It was just, she was cracking jokes, it was engaging. I didn't feel bored. I didn't even notice how long we were sat in there. It was a really good show, and I didn't actually expect to enjoy it as much as I did. Not because I don't enjoy her as a YouTuber, because I do, but just because I've never been to anything like that and I didn't really know what to expect. So that was, I think, the pinnacle of my fandom for Louise. So definitely got me into her more. So if you know who she is, or you don't even know who she is, and you start watching her videos and you like what you see, definitely keep an eye out for if she does another Louise live. I think she does them every year. It's definitely worth the effort to go and see. So that's basically my 3 recommendations. If you don't enjoy them, then don't feel bad. It's just my there are loads of people that follow them. They tend to be, from what I can tell, everybody's cup of tea. But if you don't like them, I'm sure there's other things out there that you will enjoy. And I'll probably do this again. I'll probably recommend some more YouTubers that I'm enjoying, and keep it going, because I think it's nice to give shout outs to other YouTubers, and hopefully if anybody once I've got a bit more content and a bit more interesting stuff up, anybody else that's a YouTuber that sees this and does the same for me, I would be so grateful. So it's supporting each other, isn't it? And if there weren't YouTubers out there like that, I don't think I would necessarily be inspired enough to be brave and go out and do it myself. So thank you very much, everybody that I watch, because without you guys I wouldn't be doing my videos either. And that was my first bit of structure to the video. We got through it together. The second bit really is a little bit more of a serious note, and I just wanted to kind of let you all know how I'm feeling, because I know at the first video I was kind of talking about how my confidence wasn't so good, and that I was feeling a little bit like I needed to do this to kind of pick my confidence up and get myself back into like singing and doing my gigs and things like that. So I am feeling a lot more confident. I don't know whether that's coming across in the video. I'm definitely feeling a lot more comfortable talking to you like this. I'm probably still umming and ahhing and probably stumbling along a little bit, but I'm definitely feeling a lot more comfortable and a lot more natural doing this. So yeah, I'm just imagining that you're one of my friends sat here talking to me. No, I'm not imagining that the voices are coming back, because that would just be mad, but it definitely helps kind of talking to you as if you're sat here with me. So yeah, I'm feeling a lot better about it. I think after the first video I was a little bit worried that it could go horribly wrong, and it still could, but at the moment I've had some really nice comments from friends and people that I work with, and it's nice to know that it wasn't just as bad as I thought, basically. So thank you for the support, and I think I might just do a separate video to cover it, but I do definitely want to talk a bit more about how we perceive ourselves and self-confidence and kind of state of mind, really, more than anything, because it was never anything I really thought about when I was younger, but as I've got older, as I'm more aware of myself and my surroundings and how I might be perceived, I think you do focus on it more, and it is easy to just go down a really dark, vicious circle of beating yourself up and not giving yourself a chance to see the positive things. So I think I'll do a whole separate video on that, because it is quite a seriously kind of topic, and I don't want to bring this video down too much, but I wanted to hint on it, and I just wanted to let you guys know that I am grateful for the support. Anybody sharing the videos, thank you so much, and without you guys I can't do this. So I do feel grateful, and I am feeling a lot better. I'm feeling a bit more positive about actually doing this, rather than worrying as much as I was when I did the first video, so thank you. Finally, I just wanted to kind of wrap the video up with basically it's a little challenge for you guys. So I didn't mean to pause so long and make it so dramatic, but it's a little bit of a challenge, and it just stems off something that happened to me this week. In fact, I think it might be Monday night. I was waiting for the bus home, and I have to go through Birmingham City Centre to get home, and I work pretty late because I have every Wednesday off work, so I work kind of longer shifts. So I was working till 7, had to come through city centre, and we're talking probably 7:45 at night, so it's dark, it's getting on a bit, and you do find that a certain type of person tends to just come up to you, and it could be a bit of a character, let's put it that way. Somebody will approach you and it could be a bit of a character, and I always seem to get those kind of people approach me when I'm on my own and I feel a little bit vulnerable and a bit like, okay, I don't know what to do. So you're always a little bit conscious. Late at night, you're on your own, you're a woman, it's just natural to feel a little bit wary if somebody comes up to you, let's put it that way. So I'm waiting for my bus, got my headphones in, watching YouTube actually, and this gentleman comes up to me and taps me on the shoulder. I look up at him, he's talking away, and because I've got the headphones in I can't hear, so I take my headphones out, and he's halfway through something, but I've noticed he's got a heavy Jamaican accent, but also really quite a heavy stutter as well. So I don't think he'd got very far into what he was actually trying to ask me. And I instantly felt bad. Because as soon as he approached me, I put my resting angry face on, like, don't mess with me, don't approach me face. And I felt bad because I'd made just an assumption from looking at that guy that he was just going to be a weirdo or trying to chat me up or something like that, and I just instantly assumed that, and it was wrong of me to do that, because once he was speaking to me and I realised actually he's struggling to tell me what he to ask me what he wants to say to me. All he wanted to know was whether a bus had come past. He was looking out for a certain bus, and I had actually noticed it had been and gone like 5 minutes before he turned up. So I told him, and I said, I'm sorry, you've missed it, and he looked a bit upset about it, but he just went, well, thank you. But everything he said, it was such a strong stutter that it would have been such a big thing for him to come up to a stranger and ask for just, has my bus come, have I missed it? And I felt so bad that I just made that preconception that he was just going to be somebody that, do you know what I mean, wasting my time or trying to, and I think we can do that quite a lot, and I definitely do it a lot, and I kind of feel that it makes me not as good a person as I should be. So off the back of that, I kind of went one step further when I wouldn't normally do it, because I'd kind of beat myself up a little bit about assuming the worst for somebody I don't even know. I've got an app on my phone and I can check when the buses are due, so I knew what bus he wanted because he told me. So I checked the app and I could see that it was only going to be like 20 minutes for his next one. So after I put my headphones in and had a think about it first, I just realised, this guy's not going to know when his next bus, and it wasn't showing on the bus stop or anything. So I checked it anyway, and I told him, I tapped my shoulder, I said, by the way, your bus is in 20 minutes, just if you stay put, there's going to be another one, that's the next one for you. And he just looked completely shocked that I'd even done that, and he was, oh, thank you, that's really kind of you. And that's probably made the difference for him sat there worrying for 20 minutes, not knowing whether the bus is going to come. I mean, I know ultimately he probably would have known and it wouldn't have been a big deal, and he was a fully grown bloke that probably could look after himself, but it just made me feel a little bit easier about that initial first thought that I had, and it kind of made me feel a bit like, if I have come across a bit rude and given him a funny look, at least he now knows that I'm not too bad a person. So that was my kind of good deed. And as before I left to get my bus, I kind of said, hope you get home safe and have a nice evening. And he just was like, oh, you too, thank you. And it just was genuine, it was just genuine human contact with each other. And I think a lot of us can kind of get focused on this person could be somebody dangerous, it could be somebody that's going to try and chat me up, or do you know what I mean? And we focus on those negative things, and it kind of pulls back round to I'm trying really hard not to focus on the negative and not just assume and go kind of straight in for the attack or the defensive, and actually just try and be a bit more of a decent person. So off the back of that story, my challenge to you guys is, if you're in a similar situation, maybe not exactly the same, but maybe you see a woman struggling with her shopping, a pregnant woman that needs a seat and you're sitting down, a little old lady or an old chap that needs help with something, or even somebody that's lost and needs directions, please help them. I know a lot of you probably would anyway. I'm not going to judge you by the same standards of what I've set myself there, but if you kind of feel, it's easy for us to just walk past and think, oh, it's a little bit awkward for me to do that, or I'm in a rush, I've got to catch a train, I've got to catch a bus, just stop and think, would you want somebody to help you? And if the answer is yes, which, it should be, take that extra 60 seconds to help them lift that bag, or give them directions, or, make sure that they're, okay. If it's an older, especially an older person, they won't ask for help. They're going to be too proud. So that's my challenge for you. Take it if you wish. I'm going to start trying to do that more. At the same time, don't be too over generous with things. You don't want to be giving all your money to every homeless person you see, but do you know what I mean? Use your common sense with it, and that'd be something. It made me feel better at the end of the evening, for telling that guy that his bus was. It's a small thing. It wasn't anything. Anybody could do it. So that is my little challenge for you guys, and hopefully I will see you here again next week. Take care. Have a lovely week, and lots of love to you all. Bye.